Well, it's Tuesday morning. It is the 2nd of May. We've gone through another month. Things are hotting up in the UK. It's getting warmer. Blue skies, and we're at the start of another week. So bank holiday yesterday, bank holiday weekend. Nice to have a break, get away from it all, especially with how busy things are. Things are moving, as we all know from previous videos. It's all going ahead. It's all very exciting. The hard work starts now. We've got a lot of people at Put Capital now starting to look at CFDs and shares, which is good. I've got to get the second part of the site literally built and finished this week, because obviously people need help with this stuff. I don't want people losing money, so we're going to get this stuff done because I'm getting a lot of requests about moving to it. So there's a bit of a confusion on what's really happening, and we've got to kind of, go through this very, very briefly. So the Put Capital original binary options and help and everything, the hub, this site here, the original, that's not changing. It's staying. It will be updated. It's going to keep going. There is going to be a second site because we're going to be keeping the two separate. That is going to be about ETFs, CFDs, shares, stocks, news, bonds, brokers. So the reason that I've not put things like IG, UXF, ETF, plus 500, those type of brokers here is purely because I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep this aimed at binary and the new site at main markets, and we're going to kind of integrate the two. So when I say integrate, you can go from one to the other and one to the other, so seamlessly. And there's going to be different types of, obviously there's going to be different types of options. So there's going to be different types of training, of course, because it's a different type of thing. There's still going to be the live news feeds. There's still going to be, there's going to also be, we're going to do things such as what we think to look at in the markets. Now, we're going to tread carefully here until we're FCA approved, or whatever they're calling themselves this week. We've got to tread carefully because we can't be seen as giving advice, but we can put out what I might be trading or what I might be looking at. Whether you go and investigate that is entirely up to you. So that's going to be coming. I'm hoping to have that up and running, and and the membership system live, hopefully by the end of this week. Lots of work to do, of course, but I'm hoping to get it done. So it's going to be very busy. We're still going to be doing the signals here, but we are maybe going to be doing some sort of different type of signal on the other one. Okay, obviously because it's a different type of system. We're going to be trading mainline markets. So it's all very good, all very positive stuff coming, and just watch your space. You want to know when this is going to, when it all goes live and you can be part of it. Subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell thing in between that gives you notifications that we are going to be our next video. So it's a lot of people asking about that. Membership and everything is staying as it is here at Put Capital. This is not changing. And we find that a lot of people. I had a chat with someone the other day. A lot of people still enjoy it and play with binary, and are making money from binary. They find that binary is not such a scary place. So once they become familiar with binary options, because it seems to be a very good stepping stone before you go over that side, okay? So you'll go into binary. It's not overly difficult. You just say there's a call or there's a put for an allotted amount of time. There's different types of brokers, different options that we can do. And it makes it a very easy process. You still got to investigate what you're trading. You still got to look at the news, do your technical analysis. So it helps you. It brings you in slowly into the trading world, and it gets you familiar with the basics. And then you start becoming really comfortable with it, and then actually think, like a lot of the members are doing at Put Capital, actually, I feel like now I want to move into the main markets. And guess what? It's not such a big jump. It's a nice step. There are a few bits that you have to learn and understand, and there are different ways of trading. There are different platforms. Christ, we know how popular this stuff is becoming now, because things like 24 option, they are now seriously considering dropping binary and going to CFDs. How true that is, I don't know. Stock pair are looking at CFDs. Now, CFDs is the main common one at the moment. Not many people are aware of ETFs. Now, I'm from a trading world. I mix with a lot of trading people in the city, and ETFs, iShares, are the ones I think are going to be the next big thing. Believe it or not, they've been going for about 20 years. But now, and for those of you that are not aware of what an ETF is a slice of a share. So let's say you go out and go to the bakery and buy a complete pie. That is what you call a share. You've gone out and bought the whole pie. You now own that pie. Now, what you could do in an ETF world is you can say, well, I don't want the whole pie. I want a part of the pie. I'm just going to have a piece of the pie. So a lot of people will buy a piece of the share. So instead of buying a whole share, you buy a piece of the share. Quick in and out trading. Okay, that's why it's become so popular. I think last year alone there was about $20 trillion spent in ETFs. All the big boys are now looking at it. Kleinwoods, JP Morgan's. It's a very big world. It's hitting the Financial Times on a regular basis. People are seriously considering it. People can trade from home. They're hitting the retail market as well as the professional market. Now, CFDs does a very similar thing. It's a similar sort of situation. Some people prefer the CFDs. But the ETFs are the ones that we think, you get like your trading bits and then this one comes up through the middle and goes boom. Well, I think ETFs is going to be that. But that's my opinion. But to cover all bases, we are going to be doing the ETFs, iShares, and we're also going to be doing CFDs and hopefully shares, so you can buy the whole shebang. So that's going to be really good. And until the main platform's going to go live on the next website, we are going to bring in a couple of platforms under the Put Capital thing, so you can sign up through Put Capital and get all those lovely benefits that we get. So hopefully it'll be really good. So hopefully I'm not going to be bombarded with calls already. The watch is dinging my arm. So what we're going to have a look at today is I'm going to have a look at 24 options. So I've got nearly $2,500, excuse me, in my account. They are doing things like CFDs and things like that. We are going to be looking at IG as well. Not today. I'm going to do another video tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at IG. Someone has asked me to do some live trading on ATR from a $250 balance. So I'm going to withdraw my money down to about $250 and then start trading with $250 and see what we can get that to. Now, what am I going to do here? So what I want to do is I want to show you this new platform. That is 24 option. So we have high and low, we have short term, and we have payout, all these different options. So we have this thing now in 24 option that are like triggers. Now, like ATR, where you can set multiple triggers, you can do the similar thing with 24 option. So you would go in and you would select your amount, you would click on that, and you would choose your price. Okay, now what will happen, for those of you that are very new to all this, what will happen is the money will not come from your account until the price hits, until this little ball, pip, whatever you guys want to call it, hits the price that you set for the amount and the direction that you set it in. Okay, okay, so how do we know where to set that price, and how do we know what way we want to do it, and so forth? So we can do, there are various things we can use. We can use the trading view charts, and we can do some support and resistance. I'm going to today use the old option bot charts. I say old, I still think they're probably the best. I like them. We can do loads and loads of stuff, such as zoom in, zoom out, and we can look at assets. So we can look at AUD, USD, and we can clearly see here that we have a predominant support line here of 0.753. So what we can do, and this is how we're going to do it, we need to find the AUD USD, which is there, and we can select the 24-bit, and we need to just go back just to check that we have a support line of 0.753. So we can go here at 0.753, We want it to go up, and now we have a trade. Okay, it's closed at the moment. Sorry. So we have a trade in the bag, I think, if I remember rightly. Or was that just... Why does that say closed? Mm-hmm. We've got one there at 0. Hang on, sorry. Let me just bear with me for a second. 075306. 0. So 75306. So 75306. Okay, there we go. Wanted me to put the next decimal point in. Okay. So we have a live trade. So what we've got here, that line there is where we've opened our trade. As far as I'm aware, this doesn't open the trade until it hits that point. We shall see what happens. Can we cancel the order? Yeah, we can cancel up. So we hit the trade. We're now live. Now this trade is going to close at 10:30, so we've got 5 minutes. We can't do this on 60 seconds, which is unfortunate. So it's like 5-minute trades, minimum of 5 minutes. So we're just got to hope, looking at here at this bottom line, we don't break that support line. So we can keep an eye on this here. There we go. We can zoom in. Look at it a bit more. There we go. 0753. So we're going for the 06 on that option. So we can just watch. Now we don't need to stay there. We can open up other trades on this. We can look at other options. We can maybe look at that. We can see also there that we have a resistance line of 7532. Now we could be taking a chance depending if it's going in an upward direction, but we got the highest point here of 75324. So 75324. $24 on a low, and we have another one. Now that trade says that I can cancel that order. It's not taking any money, but when this little pip here, if it reaches that line, now of course I'm taking a bit of a chance here. Why am I taking a chance? For those that are new to this, because we've kind of bounced off that 1, 2, 3 times. Going for a 4th time could be risque. I also noticed here that we have a long one, short one, long one. We've got 3 times on the support line. Again, taking a bit of a risk because either side it could break out. If we look over the 3-day view, we are in an upward direction. So ideally, I would want to probably trade the support line going up because if it breaks out, generally it breaks out in an upward position. However, doesn't mean to say that it doesn't start to change direction. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Unless I logged out then. So yeah, so we're gonna just see how this goes. Looks like we're in the money on trade 1. We can view the trade. There we go. So bouncing off that support line quite a bit. Slightly broke it there on the 5-4. Got it online. We can look at 1 minute on the candles. So we're going to look. So hopefully we might hit that top line. We might get the next trade. Oh, it's just missed it. At the moment, over the last few weeks, I found AUD USD to be one of the best for support and resistance. It's very, very good. But you see what I'm saying? I could go off now and do other things because I can't change win or lose. The only thing I could probably do is I need to kind of keep checking on it in case it does break that line before I can cancel that order or whatever. So what we got? We're at 10.28, so we've got 10.30. Oh, expires 10.28, so we've not got long for that trade. We are at 10.27. No more trades. Then we got an option close. That's interesting. It looks like it closed that other trade. Okay, this is the first time I've played with this, so well, it's the first time that's happened actually. Not I played with it. I played with it last week. So if your trade doesn't go live before the little close off period, it cancels that trade. Interestingly, why does it do that? Okay, interesting. So we've just got the one open trade. So it seems like a strong support line. So 10.10, it was down here. So we've not bounced off that apart from that little dip there. Down here at that stage there. I love the fact that we can zoom in and out on the trade now. On 24 option. They definitely updated it well. Let's have a look. Come on. "30 seconds. It was 10.30 then that expires. It said 10.28. And there we go. 42.24. We have a win. Excellent. So again, we could up that to 50 if we wanted to, or we can keep it 24. We can't do anything less than 24, obviously, because it's 24 option. Again, we can look at that low point here of 25304, but a general bounce here. I don't think that's let me log in. There we go, got the graph. So if we could just refresh, see where we're at. Are we taking a big risk to go another? So we bounced here at 7, so it's still 753, 7531, 753. So 7531 on that. So looking at this, coming close. So we've got a top period here of 75323 of a high point. 75323. Can we reach it before the line bounces? Can we get one in at the bottom line here of 75304, 75304 on a high? Now I'm really taking a risk. Now I don't advise anyone to do that, and the reason I'm really taking a risk, if we look at the bounces, 1, 2, on a support and resistance, the most you should really go for is 3, pushing your luck at 4. I'm now going to go for the 5th bounce, okay? So there's a good possibility that we could break through, or we may be like in some sort of weird trapped zone at the moment where the AUD USD is just not going anywhere. They do happen. So it's rising. We are stuck in this zone at the moment. But the good thing about it is we haven't got to worry about being patient. Now, I could, in theory, if I think that that's going to go a little bit lower, I could just switch to a high or low trade. I'll open one there. I'll just approve the trade. I'm just showing you this, by the way. So we've got a trade live at the moment. And hopefully we'll get one on the, if it touches our, right, so it looks like we've broken that support line. So we do have the next one live. So we've got 2 now. So it looks like we said that, what did I say? I went for the 5th trade, pushing my luck. In an upward position, always go for the support line. you know, a bit pissed off because it's my money, but at the same time, what a great way to show you that when it breaks through in an, you know, I showed you before that it's going in an upward position because we looked at the 3-day chart. Beauty of option bot, by the way. And we've got, you want to see option bot, by the way, over at Put Capital down at the bottom on the homepage. I think there's a little link to it. I think something like that. If not, it's on the reviews page. You can get to it there. We can see there that it's in an upward position on the day view. So we know that when it's breaking out, although we could be lucky, we could have, although it's breaking out, we might be getting our arc. So we're getting some retracement. We shall see. 10:35. So we've got 2 minutes in which for that to close off. I like it. I do like it. It's good fun. 24 option has definitely improved. 24 option is over at Put Capital. We get superb support with Put Capital. Go to trading floor and then click on brokers. We've been with 24 option for a long time. They are a very good broker. They are a reputable broker. And now they're venturing into the CFD market. So I'm going to be doing some trades in the CFDs on 24 option. I want to see what that's like because I do like the 24 option platform. However, they do come from the binary world. Is there a little bit of darkness hovering around? I don't know. Not for me, there isn't. But other people, you know, may feel that. So, yeah, 24 option, open account today, blah, 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 blah. Helps us. We get good support for you. All part of the system. So, let's have a look. How are we doing? So, 2 pips on a high, trip USD. Distance. Are we broken that support? Yeah. Come on. That's a win. Nice. Happy with that. Excellent. So there we go again. So we can continue on our path with the AUD USD. We can zoom back in. Let's have a look what we're going. So now we can see that we have hit the 7532 and we are now having a 7531 support line. Could we be really cheeky? 75301 on a high. Are we being really cheeky? In fact, if it hits there, I may go for a double trade. So let's hit that line. I'm going to have another one. Have we broken that support line? Am I really pushing my luck this time? I could be. But I just, you know, what's the point of doing this if you're not having fun? And having fun means living a little bit close to the line. Get the old squeaky bum going. But it does look like it's broken that support line. So it's got its lowest point since 10:06. Could we bounce back up from that? We've got a little way to go yet. It's been up there for a little bit. Let's see. What's option bot telling us? Oh, yeah, there we go. So we've broken that line. We've definitely broken that line. We can see there. Could it bounce back up for us? It's coming back up. But is it breaking up and then, you know, slowly dropping back down, which we think possibly that's what can happen. We could sell the trade and close for 21.84. But would you know what? Let's just see how it goes. Win some, you lose some. We may just be having a dip and it could be on an upward trend. Whew. What's the time? Right, been reading the Times this morning. Been looking at some shares. I was looking at Now, I'm not advising anyone on any shares or anything, but Tencent Hong Kong looking very good at the moment. For those of you that are into main market stuff, and Alibaba, I believe Alibaba might be having some fun. I'm really glad I bought into Facebook a few months ago, because they are looking really good. And funny enough, you know what, a broker said to me, if you've got Facebook shares, sell them. And I said, no, I don't think I should. I think Facebook are going to go up. I think Facebook have got a lot up their sleeve. I don't think Facebook is just going to be social media, because they're venturing into the virtual reality. There's rumour that they may be applying for a licence on the Californian roads, just like Apple. So watch this space. How do you know this stuff, Steve? I read information. That's how you do it. Information is the key to trading success. Now, not all information is accurate. You know, I'm not sitting there and I don't know every chairman of every board or every CEO, and they're all telling me we're going to get this, we're going to get that. Of course I haven't. That's be impossible. Information. Look at it. Watch the shares. You can see over the months, Microsoft, people like that, they're all starting to climb. I said this last year. Technology companies are the ones to watch for. They are venturing into places where we never thought possible. And phones, these are changing. You know, just incredible the stuff that they are doing. Really incredible. So that looks good, unless we get a massive spike like that. You son of a bitch. Oh, that looked good, I think. Yes, it did look good. Oh, I think one there just gave me my return back. I hit the same amount, but I got a profit on that one. Happy days. Neck and neck. Neck and neck. Right, so I think so I like it. I like what they're doing. I really do like what they're doing. It is good. I'm enjoying it. I like the assets, you know, and the thing I like as well is they have tons and tons and tons and tons of assets. Really good. And the fact that you can trade your different times, we can do obviously short term. The payout stuff, I need to get my head around a little bit. Again, 24, we just say up or down. It'll expire at 10:50, so it's another 5-minute trade. I don't quite get my head around that. I need to read up on it a little bit more. But the high and low stuff is just straightforward. You can search an asset, for example. Check your payouts as well. Some of the payouts on 24 option, unless you go to VIP member, which I'm not, unfortunately. I'd like to be. You get Euro USD. Now, with binary, the higher the payout, the more erratic the asset. For obvious reasons, because on the binary, you're trading against the broker. The broker doesn't want you to win. Although they want you to believe that's the case, they don't. And that's the difference between binary and main markets. So if they are giving you an 80 or a 90% return, it's probably because the asset is all over the place and it's a harder thing to trade. The lower, the easier it is to trade. So AUD Japanese yen is at 67%. Why is it at 67%? Well, you'll probably find that there's loads of this long-winded, and the more erratic it comes, the higher the percentage it goes. I know, crazy, right? But a little tip for you, for those that are not aware. So that's it. That's 24 option. Like I said, we have a link over here. Et voila. If you want to join through Put Capital, helps us out, helps you out. We get good support with them. It's a very good platform. You can do the signals with them as well, because you can set, I could set an expiry time of 2100, which is what we set our signals for. Or you can set it for a month, a week, whatever. Very, very good. And you can, if you wanted to do short term, but the returns on short term, as you can see, are not the best. you can do 2 minutes. As you go to 2 minutes, you get it up to 70. If you go to 5 minutes, it goes up to 71, blah, blah, blah. And I need to work out this payout stuff. In fact, let's just see what is the payout stuff. AUD, have we got an AUD USD? So if I click on AUD USD, okay, right, so, okay, so if I wanted to shortest time, we're a bit in the middle there. So it looks like it's just the same. Will the AUD 1050 close higher than some free or lower? Return 48. Out of money 0. I like all this. This is really good. If it comes a little bit lower, we'll just have a little play. So let's go. Let's see what happens. Sorry, but I'll keep you on a little bit longer. 1050. I'll see what it does then. Okay, so we've got to be above this green line in which to win our trade. And if we'd gone low, we'd have to be below the red to win our trade. So it always sticks in the middle. So we've got our trade stake price at 75299. Is that right? And our target is 75308. Excuse me. Interesting way of doing it. But what does that mean though? 100% payout. Does that mean it will give me? So it gives me 100% profit of my trade. That's going to be difficult, isn't it? It's going to be quite difficult to get that above that the 2 lines. You've really got to know whether you're going to. I mean, that would take you probably have to do some investigation to know that you're going to get. Maybe impactful news would probably do that for you. If you're going to know that, look at a bit of impact news and you know it's going to spike out of that line, that might be good. Although they don't give you any. It's all currency pairs. As we know, currency pairs can be a bit erratic. Although it's a possibility. I wonder how many people actually. If you use that, comment below if any guys are using this tool at all. I'm just having a quick look. Obviously, to get that, and I'm bang in the middle here, it's going to be a very difficult task to do. I think you probably have to. You're going to use that. I would use that on some sort of impactful news that you know that's going to go whoop. I've tended to keep clear of this mood indicator trader's choice thing. It seems to be really good on stock pair, but I didn't find it overly great on 24. And besides, don't rely on other people. You might be a better trader than other people. You don't know, right? So, whoa! Whoa! The trading gods are shining on me today. The gold. Anyone checking out gold at the moment? Gold market's fallen out, but I think it's going to come good. I think it's going to come good. I think things are going to change. The gold market's definitely everyone's left it alone a little bit, and it's kind of fallen out. I just want to see what. Obviously, I'm just going to get 100% of the profit, and I'm lose 100%. So you win 100%, you lose 100%. Be good though. Whatever happens, I'm up on the day. Might not be much, and some people think, oh, it's not much, but it's profit. It's better than losing. Even if you had a few trades and enjoyed your day and you stayed the same, as long as you don't lose and you stay up, that's the main thing, right? Sometimes it's not how much you win, it's just build it up slowly. Don't be greedy. Don't be a gambler. we've got some buzzing there. Look at that. We're bouncing off that line. Go on. That's the highest point it's been since 10:35. So we're looking at 15 minutes. 9:50. So we got some scope to go up. It's been in between those 2 points all day. I mean, that's really good. You've got to keep trading when it's like this because you can really judge what's going on. And I'm getting 100% payout if this comes in. 100% loss, I'm not bothered whether I'm trading normal binary or this binary. 100% loss is 100% loss. You get 100% loss on any of it. But to get 100% payout, that's good. We're expiring at 10:50. We're at 10:49. Can we stay in the green? 50 seconds. 40 seconds. Ooh, you son of a bitch. But that would have gone into an oversold, surely. Come on. Yes, thought it would have done. Come on. Come on. Did I lose? I got my money back. Profit zero, so I lost. I like the fact that you can export this into Excel, or you can actually look at where, well, mind you. Oh well, isn't this? So that's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, risk warning. So that's, I like that. I'm going to have a little bit more of a play. I'm going to close this off. I'm going to have a look at the CFD side, actually, see what we got going on. I'm going to do some stuff on IG. For those of you who don't know IG, it's a very good platform. I'm going to have a look at some stuff on Plus 500. I'm not a big fan of Plus 500. I never really have been. It's all right. I've always traded. The reason I like IG is because like things that I trade, because I'm a main trader. Okay, I'm a mainline trader. Okay, so I look at different. I don't just look at gold and platinum and all the stuff you guys probably know about. I'm looking at like 10-cent Hong Kong. Okay, things like that. So to get that, I need to trade into the Asian markets. I need to open up an Asian feed. IG allows me to do that. Although there's certain ones that I can't trade, like rugby and things like that, because it's a Canadian feed. They don't have a Canadian feed at the moment, which is real shit. Well, which is not a problem. But they do have a good US feed. The US feed, to trade XRA and things like that. And it's those kind of, I deal with dealers. I get deals coming through all the time from brokers that I know very well and play with and everything else. So I need platforms that can allow me to trade different assets I trade in the main market world. You don't get these type of assets, of course, in binary. You'll just get your standard currency pairs, platinum, gold, oil, that kind of stuff. In the main markets, you get a hell of a lot more. Although the CFD world, in some of these platforms, again, you will get very similar assets to what you get in the binary world. You don't get... I'll tell you what I do is I'll do some trading in IG for you and show you exactly what I mean. So if you want to see that, guys, you need to subscribe to the channel below. Click the little bell so you're notified. I'll show you everything you need to know. It's been fun. Keep smiling. I've got to go and do some signals now. Get yourself over to Put Capital. Join for free. There's lots and lots happening. There's lots and lots going on. And let's have some fun. let's make some money. You know, and you will know exactly what's going on. Free, that seems to be the most popular one at the moment. A lot of people joining for that, and this is our main popular one as well. So you choose. You don't have to. You can just stay as a free member. There's plenty of stuff for free members. Okay? So keep smiling, have fun, trade safe.